All right, good day, guys. And so I decided to do just a short video. It's not gonna be long. Just decided to do a short video. So, um, at the end of every week, I normally do what is called ASR. That's Advanced Self Review, where I get to plan for the week ahead. I do review of trades taken over the week, over the past time, then get to get my insights, get my strategy, my approach on what to do for the next week. So 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 this is when I get to yeah, so I get to scrutinize the trades and also plan and prepare for next week because this game is something that you have to be intentional. I believe everything, not just even in trading, everything you do in this life, if you want the maximum results, if you want to yield maximum results, you have to be intentional. So, and in order to ensure that we don't just go into the next week um haphazard, just all over the place, because the market can really punish you for that. So we have to ensure that we plan the next week out. Yes. So what I have here is this chart. This is a Euro USD weekly chart. Now it is when I am doing my review, my weekly review, I ensure that I start from the higher time frame because the lower time frame are just lower time frame are they are child to the higher time frame. The higher time frame are like parents to the lower time frame. So in order for me to get a more accurate precision on where the market is more likely to go to, I start from the higher time frame. So this is a Euro USD chart and we are on the weekly time frame. Now, so we had quite some interesting move over the past weeks, over the past months, even looking at the Donald Trump regime. We saw quite a number of interesting price action. You get, but one thing with trading is that you have to be prepared to maneuver all the kind of cycles we can see. Yeah, so on a weekly, this not remember I promised this is not going to be long. So on the weekly time frame, first we come to the weekly time frame and then we just try to see the general move, and we can see from here that for the past weeks now, Euro USD has been quite bullish. Yeah, yeah. From look at it, it has been quite bullish. See, look at these massive candles. Look at these massive candles. So just from this range here, from here to here, we see that for the past weeks, Euro USD has been bullish. Yeah. So so remember that on the higher time frame, what are we trying to look for? We are trying to we are trying to get our buyers. You get, we are trying to get our buyers. We are trying to know our draw on liquidity because whatever we go to the lower time frames to do might be a waste if we don't know where price is actually heading to. You get, so now on this weekly chart we see that from here, after this massive move, wait, let me mark that out so that you guys can see it. After this massive move, this gigantic bullish candle, price created a gap. Price left a gap here. So price left an imbalance here. Yeah. So after this massive move we had up here, so price created an imbalance here, and then we saw price feel that imbalance and then went bullish again. And then we are seeing that after this had another massive candle. Yeah, so price still left an imbalance here, which is a fair value gap. So price drew into the fair value gap. Now, if what did we notice here? The moment price entered into this fair value gap, what do you think is was supposed to be the next draw on liquidity? Remember that price is always seeking liquidity. So price then came and ran into this liquidity. So with that said, now on the weekly chart here, so price came into this fair value gap. What do you think would be is most likely to be our next draw on liquidity? So looking at this here, so so let me mark this out. So this is the levels I'm going to be watching at. We'll call that buy side liquidity. Buy side liquidity. All right. Let me this fair value gap. Sorry, coming. Fair value gap. Yes. So for me this week is going to be I'm looking so for me this week I'm going to be looking for some bullish movement. Yeah, because right here, yes, and notice something. When we dipped into this fair value gap on the weekly time frame, notice this weekly candle we had a massive push to the upside, which is indicating that I think this is like a change of state of delivery. Like, okay, because market moves from internal range liquidity to external range liquidity, and external range liquidity to internal range liquidity, and so on and so forth. So market has dipped into this fair value gap. Now, what will be our next point of target? This place, this buy side liquidity. So on the weekly time frame, my draw is this buy side liquidity. So if I come to a daily time frame, so if I come to a daily time frame, so these previous day candles, like these previous day candles, we see not this one, like the one before the last one. See how we dipped into this other block. Let me mark that out so that you guys can see it. How it dipped into this other block. Yeah, this other block. So so it's closed above. You get it closed above, which is indicating, showing to us that okay, we're starting to see that um the market is starting to seek this buy side liquidity. So, and it closed above. It was just the wick that closed inside of it. Yeah, so on the 4 hours, on the 4 hours. So on these 4 hours, what do we have here? Let me shift this. Yeah, so order block, which is for a short OB. Yeah, so my weekly is indicating bullish, my daily is indicating bullish. So if I come to a 4 hours, now I notice something. See that immediately price took out this liquidity here, this sell side liquidity. Immediately there was a change of state of delivery. Look at it. So immediately price took out this sell side liquidity. Yeah. So immediately, so there was a change of state of delivery, and then so we have an inversion fair value gap. Price created an inversion fair value gap, and then also a fair value gap. Also a fair value gap. Yeah. So we are going to be watching these levels. Yeah. So that's it. So I can take these levels off now. Let me come back to the weekly. Yeah, so that's my bias for next week. I'm hoping for more buys on Euro USD. That's my bias for next week. So yeah. So on Euro USD, my draw on liquidity is going to be this buy side liquidity. This buy side liquidity. But remember, we are not going to rush the market. We're going to just wait to see how it reacts off of these levels. Yeah. So that's it for Euro USD. Now on gold, let's come to a weekly time frame. Now gold is quite a pair that has done a quite interesting move over and over the time. So wow, we can see, just look at the move like gold has really been bullish on the weekly time frame. And you know that gold is a reserve currency. You get, sorry about that. Gold is a reserve currency. So whenever the world goes into panic or there is uncertainty or insecurity, so investors are most likely to push their funds, like, because gold is a reserve currency. So in times like this, like we are now, we tend to see gold push to the upside because it's like a safe zone. It's like a safe zone for investors. Yeah. So on the weekly time frame, I notice this liquidity that price left, this 3,499 level, that's 3,499 level, buy side liquidity. Yeah. So, and then from here, notice what happened here. This, we have a fair value gap, an imbalance that price tapped into. Fair value gap. Yeah. So price price went up, left a gap, an imbalance, a fair value gap, and then notice the moment price drew into, notice this gigantic bullish candle, price pushed to the upside straight, and then we have somewhat of an imbalance here also that price created around this place. So so price drew into it. So where would our next target be? This buy side liquidity here. So if I, let me go on to a daily chart. Yeah. So on a daily chart, notice, so we have, okay, so yes, here is another, I can see another fair value gap that price already drew into. Yeah. So those levels have been dipped into. So yeah. So our target, our draw on liquidity, we'll be expecting this buy side liquidity to be taken out. To be taken out. Yeah. And notice one thing, that this our FVG, the candles, the candles only do like, they, all the candles, none of them close inside. I don't know if you understand. Like, I'm noticing that none of them close inside. So that's telling us that this fair value gap is holding. Like, even see this one that drew even past the middle side. At the end of the day, it closed above the fair value gap. So that's indicating to us that we might start seeing some push to the upside anytime from now. If I go to a 4 hours, okay, so it is either we come down one more time to take out this sell side liquidity, that's this one here, that's this one here. It's possible we might come down one more time to take out this sell side liquidity, and then we push upward. So, or we just continue going up from there. So as the week opens, I'm looking at this level. Is price going to come down to take out this place and tap into this? Yeah. So coming back to daily time frame. Yes. So that's it for gold. That's it for gold. So then the Nasdaq. So The Nasdaq has, yeah. So for a while now, the Nasdaq has been respecting our buyers. So when price was okay, so after, notice this sell side liquidity here, price took it out and immediately we saw a change of state of delivery. So where do you think our next draw is going to be? This buy side liquidity up here, and it has continued to push upward. Let me come to a weekly chart. Yes, so you see that we are almost there. So so yeah. So the moment price drew down, took out this sell side liquidity, look at these candles, they closed above. So we knew that okay, our next draw on liquidity is going to be this fair value gap and this buy side liquidity, and we have been seeing um movement to the upside on Nasdaq. So our buyers still remain the same, although price just drew into a fair value gap on the weekly time frame. So we might see some reactions up of these levels, but I'm hoping to see this buy side liquidity taken out, yeah, on the Nasdaq. So if I come, let me come to a daily time frame. So price reacted off of this imbalance. Yeah, and took out. So the moment price came into this came into this fair value gap, okay, we saw that price went to take out sell side liquidity. Yeah, so we might continue to see some push to the upside. Yeah, the Nasdaq still looking quite okay. Still looking quite okay. Let me come to a 4 hours and see something. Okay, look at this gap. Sorry, look at this gap the price drew into. Okay, yeah. So remember this our level we marked out here, which is a weekly fair value gap. So we said we might see some reactions up of the level. So let's just wait and see how price reacts from this level. Yeah. So, but although our main target is this buy side liquidity, but because of this weekly fair value gap, let's just see how price reacts from those levels. From those levels, yeah. See how price dipped into these relative equal lows and deep down back and closed back, deep down back below those levels again. So it's not, we are not going to be rushing. Yes, so we're not going to be rushing. Yeah, we'll wait and see for the market to give us the clear view. Yeah, so that's it. So basically, on the euro, I'm bullish. On gold, I'm bullish, and on the Nasdaq, I'm bullish. So these are the three pairs I'm gonna be focusing on for this week and probably for the rest of the month. Yeah, so that's it for now. Yeah, that's it for now. Thank you guys.